So here we are on the corner of Cross Street and Westgate Road in Newcastle upon Tyne, and just over there is Pink Lane with the Pink Lane Bakery. Well worth a stop if you fancy a cup of tea and a cake when you're in Tyne. But this corner in particular reminds me of all the wonderful architecture that you find in Newcastle upon Tyne. You have Georgian magnificence like this, which actually isn't even the best that the city has to offer. A couple of blocks that way is Grangertown, which rivals anything you'll find in the rest of the country. A city like Bath, for example, I would argue Grangertown is even better. Over here you have 18th and 19th century warehouses and residential buildings, and just over here you have shops juxtapositioned with the medieval town wall. And actually it's this spot in particular that I love, because when I was here a few years ago I had just met a friend off the train. He just arrived from Australia, and we were walking along and he just stopped suddenly and was just astounded that this medieval wall was here next to these bins and the cobbles on the floor, everything, this sort of mishmash, this sort of collage of different time periods crashing into each other. And he couldn't believe it. He was like, this wall is older than well, modern Australia, the country of Australia, obviously not the Aboriginal people who live there. He was astounded. And I love that. I love that I was able to be reminded of how special this stuff is. Because it is. It's a reflection of the amount of time that it's existed. It's a reflection of how people change their priorities in terms of, for example, bricking up old windows. And it's a reminder of how life moves on, with Hadrian Tower just there. And just through here we have this great big piece of modern art in front of a old theatre and picture house. I love Newcastle. It's just fantastic. Hot chocolate, steak and Newcastle brown ale pie, and a peanut butter brownie. How wonderful is this place?